seat out of 14.6 seats. Now that means something needs to be added on, really, I think, and Trafford is 2.2 seats or 2.3, so that nearly brings us up to 17, so we'll try that. I think Greater Manchester is going to be a problem, but there we go, so 17 seats for Cheshire, Wirral, Halton, Warrington and Trafford. I'm just going to call this Cheshire. Okay. So as usual, the green lines are the current constituencies and the red lines are the local authorities. And whoops, I'm going to go to 0.33 opacity so I can see what's underneath the colours as I add them. So first of all, Birkenhead. So it's just too small. That's okay. Alright, Birkenhead. Upton is part of Birkenhead, so that's fine. Wallasey. That's too small, and now it's too big. I don't think that's a problem. As you can see, this ward, Hoylake Mells, is it pronounced? Splits West Kirby, so I think we can take that bit of West Kirby out and add it to the Wirral seat. That's a good thing. Wirral 43, 67. So that would be enough if we add some of this in. 3,000. Well, there might not be enough here. Let's say 10,000. Might be. But I'll have a go at that later. So that's Wirral, or West Wirral. So compared to the current West Wirral seat, it doesn't include Hoylake, but it does include Heswell and Bebington. That leaves these two wards. There's been quite a lot of discussion about which wards from Wirral should become part of a Cheshire seat. It's hard to see really what good plan you can make without using the Bromber and Eastham wards. So I'm going to do that, Bromber Eastham with Ellesmere Port. And that works, okay. Ellesmere Port. We can call that Wirral East if you want as well. Ellesmere Port counts as part of the Wirral. Not sure. Chester. '62. Let's have a look. What else is Chester here? It's okay. That's just the zoo. Not sure why the zoo isn't in that ward. This is part of Chester here, isn't it? So let's put that in. And that adds up to the right number, so that's good. That's Chester. And then you're going to end up with a seat here, a West Cheshire seat, which will be the new seat. Let's put all these bits in. 39, Frodsham 56, 63 and That's not enough. Oh, this wood goes all the way over here, this new wood. Okay. And this one, that's too many. Okay. Take that out, maybe. Okay, that works now. So that's West Cheshire. Then oh, I've done that stupid thing again. Never mind. It shouldn't allow that to happen. I should tell Kevin. Assigned. That's better. Okay. So then we've got Halton. It's never been great the way that Runcorn split in two, but there you go. It's hard. You're either going to split Runcorn or split Widnes. 6, that's 18. Might be possible. Take the top off Widnes, give it to something else. But St Helens doesn't need the voters. So yeah, Halton. And then Warrington North. That's fine. Warrington South. Yeah. So it's fine without Lim. Also, well, the Lim ward also includes Stelwall. It's going to be difficult. We're going to have this. So Weaver Vale is going to change because at the moment it's got Frodsham in it and it's not going to have Frodsham anymore. It's going to come down here. Let's try that one. $64. Okay. And I was a bit there. 68. 72, so that works. For Northwich. Oh well, Weaver Vale, I mean it's, yeah. Because it's got these bits of Runcorn in, maybe I should still call it Weaver Vale. Well, it's a silly name, but people are getting quite used to it. And then there's going to be, so Crewe. No, then let's do do Nantwich first. So we've got Winsford and Nantwich is going to be a seat. That's not enough. Add Middlewich in, that works. And then Crewe. 61, so without Nantwich, Alsager, yeah, that works. That's Crewe. And then Congleton. It's 59, 63. 66, 70. I don't think that's going to work, is it? Let's take these out. Put Middlewich back in. That works. So I'm going to have to do something about this seat. Come back to that Macclesfield. That's fine, I'm going to stay as it is. We could take the Prestbury ward out, but a lot of these seats have been quite slightly below average size, apart from West Cheshire there in Birkenhead. These two seats will be at 5, yeah, they'll be below average once they've been sorted out. Yeah, so that's good. Now then, what happens here with this is Trafford. I said 17 seats, didn't I? So I'll come up here to the top of Trafford. Oh, that's not going to work because the colours. I'll put, yeah, let's do Mac in purple. Can be go up here, that's 66, 73, so that's fine. That's currently called Stretford and Elmston. Stretford for short. Then I've got green and pink left. So I'll use green and pink. Green here. So at the moment sale's divided, with half of sale going into the Wythenshawe seat. But now 66, 75. So I think that's okay. I mean, it's kind of Altringham's turn to be split into. Yeah, I think that's all right. I mean, strictly speaking, I'm not sure where the boundary is between Hale and Altrincham. Not that people bother much anymore. But that's going to be the Sale seat. This will be a new seat here. This is pink, isn't it? So 973. So we haven't got room for Lim in that seat. I always like to call the seat Bucklow. could be called Tatton, I suppose. It's very similar to the current Tatton seat, except we've swapped these bits of Northwich with bits of Altrincham. So, this seat is, we've got Lim left over, and the seat without enough voters is this one. How to sort that out? So putting Middlewich in didn't seem to work very well. So let's try this area south of Nantwich. So that works now. It's a shame this ward is ridiculous because the Boundary Commission for Local Government is doing, I don't know. There seems to be more of this now. It's ridiculous having these wards that are part urban, part rural. I don't know how they get away with it. Well, that's fine. And then Weaver Vale would have these two wards, and then Lim will be in Warrington South. That works, okay. It's not ideal, but you know, this area has obviously got a lot in common, even though it's in different districts. Yeah. So if that's really the only problem, I think. So I think this works very well. This big West Cheshire seat, I suppose, is a talking point, but its area is all of a kind of rural character around Chester. And as you can see, the border goes here, so even though this does a bit weird, it goes down there. Well, the local authority does that anyway, so there's justification for that. In fact, it's more or less all of Cheshire West local authority, apart from the towns, isn't it? There's a few rural bits over here. So they all work except for these two here with the numbers. I'll have to go away and have a look at this, see what the electorate here is in West Kirby. But that shouldn't be a problem. I'd rather do that than make a mess. I mean, I've seen plans where people have mixed up bits of Birkenhead and Wallasey and the rest of rural, and it's totally unnecessary. So if I just put, if I save this and put the colours on again, a bit darker, and have a look. So what's the difference? So the Birkenhead seat will include Upton, the Wallasey seat will include Hoylake, the Wirral seat, which has changed a bit, includes Bebbington and Heswall instead of Hoylake. There's a new Ellesmere Port and Bromborough seat here. The boundaries of the Chester seat have changed a bit. There's a new seat here, West Cheshire, which includes the old Chester district, plus Neston, Frodsham and Sandy Way over here. Halton's just changed slightly. Warrington North is almost the same. Warrington South, some bits taken out and added to the Weaver Vale seat. There's a new seat here, so Edisbury becomes Winsford and Nantwich. Crewe loses Nantwich and gains Alsager. Colverton, apart from that, isn't very much different. Macclesfield is unchanged. Tatton loses the suburbs of Northwich and gains Hale and Bowden as a new Sale and Altrincham seat, and Stretford and Elmston is unchanged. So I think I'm quite happy with that. Okay, that's all.